Gabrielle, back with Get Your Mind Right, where we talk about overall wellness, health of self, and we have open discussions, and we just have a safe space, basically. And today, we have Nyasha, a long friend of mine. Introduce yourself.
My name is Nyasha. I've actually known Gabby our whole life.
Since we were jits. Yeah, if anybody knows what jits means, it means we were toddlers. We were little babies.
For sure. And so I just wanted to be a guest on her show and support, and I'm so excited to do this. So
yay! I'm excited to have you here. She was like, "Can I be on there?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." Everybody's like, literally, it's not like I'm not a pick favorite kind of person. It's literally like, if you want to come on the show, sure. Like, and then I reach out to people, and if they can't make it, you know what I mean? It's just like, literally, just like, if you want to come on, come on. If you don't, that's fine too. But basically, we do like 3 questions of the day, and then we play a fun Kahoot game at the end. And that's like usually like 6 to 10 questions. It's not super long. It's not like a test, and they're usually like fun facts. So it's like you learn something new every day kind of thing at the end. Yeah.
Love that.
Right? Okay, so question 1. Why isn't genital health taught or discussed when it comes to physical health?
I mean, I feel like genital health is something that's like taboo to look at in certain spaces, you know, because like in school, for example, they want to talk about it, but I don't know if they know like the proper way to communicate that with the kids.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Honestly, I don't know why sex ed is taught in middle school. Personally, I feel like I know why it's taught is because that's where we're hitting puberty, which makes sense. But I just feel like at the same time, it's too young for our child brains to process. But then it's like we also have to learn so we can process what's going on. You know what I mean? It's literally just like slippery slope, essentially, of just like trying to get that information out there to the young kids of the world and correctly. Because misinformation is a big thing when it comes to public schools and just social media and society and stuff. But like, yeah, I just actually this is like a recent thing. I think I found this out like last year, but like men can actually get urinary tract infections. I know.
I didn't know that.
That's what I'm saying. I did not know that. Like literally, I just found this out last year. Men can get urinary tract infections. Isn't that crazy? But it's, but just like, honestly, if unhealthy bacteria build up anywhere in your urinary tract can cause infection. And while urinary tract infections are much more common in women, men can also get them too. And this is healthline.com where you can find that information. So, but I did not know that until like last year, you know, but I also wanted to double check my work and be like, you know, let me just look it up real quick online and just double check me first before I just go talking about it live. But yeah, isn't that crazy? Like, so just, I feel like that needs to be taught more, and I feel like people are starting to know how to properly handle their genitals, because like, have you ever heard of like Summer's Eve and like honey pot and stuff like that? And it's just like in like D bags, like juice bags and stuff. It's just like nobody tells you that all those soaps and perfumes and chemicals and stuff can throw off your pH and make you even more prone to stuff that you don't want to be prone to. You know what I mean? And it's just knowing how to properly, you know, take those steps. And so, you know what I mean? Like, for women, you know what I mean? It's just like, you should primarily use warm water. I mean, if you want to use a mild soap, like something that won't irritate it, then that's fine too. But if you're directly putting soap in there, it's gonna like
irritate it.
It's gonna mess you up. It's gonna throw off your pH balance. You're gonna be dry. It's gonna have smells you never smelled before. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, because there's different levels, like acidic levels and stuff when it comes to like your body. And if it's uneven, then it's gonna throw off like everything else. Just like, what do you have to say about that?
I feel like this is a topic that should be talked about more though, because I mean, if we're not talking about it, then that means so much can go wrong. And I just want, like, because people are gonna have sex, they're gonna be doing these things, so there needs to be like a space where people can open up and like explain what they're going through and figure out what's best for them.
Especially because there are people out here who are uncircumcised and people don't tell you how to properly clean that. So it's just like, it's just the world we live in. I just feel like we're really uneducated when it comes to our bodies, but we're educated when it comes to certain things because we see other things as taboo. And personally, I don't mind, you know, checking myself. Like, I give myself a self-exam because you can have like vaginal cysts or like internal things, you know what I mean? Like there's this crazy thing where your egg can get caught in your fallopian tube, like, you know what I mean? Just like little things like that. Just self-examining, making sure you're okay at the end of the day and stuff. Yeah. So doing that. But yeah, you can find all that information on healthline.com and like, you know what I mean, if you have any questions.
I actually didn't know that.
Right? Isn't that learn something new every day, don't you? But, oh yeah, also, have you ever heard about womb steaming?
No, actually. What's
like, that? So basically, womb steaming is like when, like, you pour, like, a whole bunch of, like, hot water in, like, a bowl, and, like, a chair that kind of looks like this chair, but there's, like a divot at the end, and you pour a bunch of, like, water, like boiling hot water down there, and then like to the point where it steams. Basically, you pour like herbs and like flowers and like stuff in there, kind of like a tea concoction, and you sit over it for like 30 minutes to an hour, and basically that helps with like pelvic stuff and like dry spells and just bring your pH balance back to these regular levels, and it also.
Is that the sorry?
No, you're fine.
Is that the same thing as a yoni steam?
Yeah, that's that part. Yeah, the picture. Yes, that picture right there. Yes, yoni steams. Yeah, that's becoming very popular. in the woman community.
Right.
And I'm glad that it is, because it actually has a lot of like healthy benefits and stuff, and it like helps boost your immune system down there. But isn't that crazy? Like tea before your womb. Right? Isn't that funny? Oh goodness, what do you have to say about that? Like, I haven't gotten one before. My sister has gotten one. I haven't gotten one before. My mom has gotten one. It's like a sauna, but for your lady parts.
I think that's interesting. I want to try it.
Me too. Yeah, like a detox down there. You know what I mean? Like, if anybody knows about like soul ties and stuff like that, like that helps a lot with it. That's like more into like the spiritual aspect. That's here nor there. But okay, question 2.
Sure.
How come skincare / self-care is deemed as feminine?
I mean, you know, things where it's usually you taking care of yourself, I feel like people do deem that more feminine, because men have this, they're supposed to be like rough, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not really taught to upkeep themselves, kind of thing, you know. We're taught to make up hair. You gotta be on the new outfit. You gotta make sure you're hairless. You gotta make sure your hair is done. Yeah, nails, toes, eyelashes. Okay.
Yeah.
All that. But for men, they just throw on pants and a shirt and call it great. And I mean, maybe they, you know, trim. But some men actually do just wake up and go about the day. But it's just like I feel like a lot of, I feel like this new generation of men right now are kind of stepping into like their feminine side. Like, honestly, feminine and masculine, it's all fluid. Like, it really doesn't like matter, but they are starting to like tap into like their feminine side a little bit when it comes to like self-care. Men are getting manicures, you feel me, cutting their nails down and, you know, making their hands look nice. They're getting facials, or they're trimming their beards in the morning, or, you know, they're keeping up with their waves, you know what I mean? They be swimming, you feel me? You know, it's just like it's just like this new generation of men right now where I feel like they're building healthy habits when it comes to self-care, because I feel like back then, nobody was really telling boys, you know, like, oh, when you get acne, use this, use that. They just kind of had to, like, live with it until it, like, went away kind of thing. Just, like, what do you think about that?
I also agree, like, that men should be able to, you know, take care of themselves, really take pride in their skin, and, so, yeah.
Just upkeep. Clean man. But yeah, you know, I do my research and stuff, and like obviously I look up my questions so then I can kind of like make some banter and some more conversation. But a 2008 study for Mental shows that 84% of the men between 18 and 24 use some form of facial skincare. But according to the Statista, it's like a weird name, only 37% are practicing skincare daily. And honestly, I kind of like chuckled at that, because men, like when it comes to like new routine and stuff, or like routines where they gotta like keep up with it, it's just like they're like, okay, I'm just gonna use this product today and it's gonna fix it for me for the rest of the year. It's just like, no, and it's just like, it made me chuckle, because I'm like, that's such a man mentality. No, you have to keep up with it. You have to wash your face. You have to do this. You have to put oils or sunscreen. You know what I mean? It's just like, that was a funny little thing. I was like, men. You know what I mean? Just like, not one face wash one time is gonna save you. You have to be consistent. Yeah. It's just like, I mean, we have little brothers and stuff. Like, what happens when he hits puberty and stuff and he starts getting pimples and stuff? You gonna help him out?
Of course. What? But Sadiq, I don't know. He's like not
he's himself.
He's starting to like, you know, look at himself.
Oh no! Oh no! Gonna be a ladies' man soon, huh? That's just like no, no. That's how I feel about my little brother too, though. I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all little girls, you better stay away. Please. Stay far away.
But also sunscreen, I feel like is something that's so important also that people don't realize. Oh my gosh. Especially like black people, the black community, they're like, we don't need sunscreen. But
unfortunately, just a little. I'm not saying like you have to put it on every day. But I put sunscreen on my skin, and it has helped me tremendously. Okay, I wake up glowing. Mm-hmm. Okay, I wake up glowing. And I feel like I got that tip from Rihanna. Rihanna puts sunscreen on her skin, and her skin is...
I got that from her, too.
She puts sunscreen on her skin, okay, and her skin is flawless. We all know who the beautiful Rihanna is. And she also just dropped a new skincare product. I think it's on
Have you tried it?
No, it's called like Cookies and Cream or something.
Right.
But I want to try it, and I love her products, and she's a billionaire, and I just love her. But what do you have to say about like stuff like that and stuff like?
What? I mean, about Rihanna or?
No, not Rihanna, but just like self-care and stuff when it comes to like boys and men and just like what's your input
I feel like
on
it's
that?
important for everyone. I love when like I have a lot of friends who come up to me and ask me like, what's your skincare routine? I don't like necessarily have a skincare routine. I use a lot of different products like depending on just what my skin needs, but it allows me to like know a lot about many things, many different skin types, and so I love finding new stuff, and I'm like, you should use this. Do you have oily skin?
Right, and I feel like that also kind of, because there are like 4 different skin types. So there's like, if there's dry, there's oily, and then there's combination skin, and then there's like, I forgot the other name. What is the other name? Darn it, there's like one more name, or there's maybe 3, but I feel like there's 4, and I feel like it's like an extreme version of something. Mm-hmm. But basically, I feel like that kind of makes it complicated for people to know which products to use, which ones not to use.
Right.
You know, what irritates your skin, what, you know what I mean? Because like everybody's skin is different. Like I have really sensitive skin. Like I'm prone to like if I put something on my face, I will break out. Mm-hmm. I will automatically break out. Okay, it's not fun. Like me and Nyasha are sensitive skin queens over here till death. Okay, like we have to be very picky when it comes to our products.
Exactly.
So it's just like I feel like that, kind of like line right there. Kind of I feel like men kind of just like okay, well I'm just gonna step back and just whatever. Forget it.
Right.
Forget it. It's too much. Never mind. Okay, question 3. We are going through these questions really quick today. Why, as young adults, do we fall short when it comes to checkups / doctor's appointments?
I mean, for me personally, as a young adult, I'm just so busy all the time, and I just, but I feel like it's so important, and I try to make more time to, like, have a doctor's appointment, go to the dentist, but life just gets ahead of you. It does. So, but I feel like it's important. That is a part of self-care, making sure that you're healthy and that your body is functioning the way it's supposed to be.
Right. And yeah, kind of like to backtrack off what you said. Reasons elicited for avoidance include preference for self-care or alternative care, dislike or distrust of doctors, fear or dislike of medical treatments, time and money, kind of like what you said. Respondents also fear of having a serious illness and thoughts of dying, which I totally understand, you know what I mean? But it's like, if you know your genetic, like, lineage kind of thing, then I feel like you know what to expect, and then you can take those necessary steps to not have that thing that your family line carries. Like a big thing in my family is cancer and heart attacks. So, I have to keep in mind of fatty foods that I eat. I have to keep in mind of, like, just little things like that, getting checkups and just knowing those things and just being able to go to the doctor's office. But I also feel like we low-key fall short when it comes to doctor's offices because we're so used to our parents making the appointments for us, okay? Like, if you're a young adult, if you're anywhere between the age of 18 to, like, 25, you know what I'm talking about, okay? We're so, like, it's like taking your first order for a pizza, when your mom hands, that day when your mom or your dad hands you the phone and says, okay, it's time for you to order your own pizza, and you're just like, I don't know what to do. Literally. And it's just like taking those necessary steps and making that adulting is what I like to say. Move and just knowing that you can take care of yourself and knowing that everything's okay.
Yeah,
so just like what do you have to say about that? It's just I feel like I've been slacking on my dentist appointments and my health checkups. Like
definitely. But it definitely is important. I feel like as a college student going back and forth, it is really hard to try to like find time. But schools provide you know, that kind of support if you need it in case you are an out-of-state student. So it's just important to find all of your resources and just know what's around you so you can stay safe and healthy.
Precisely. Wow. Perfectly. That was well answered. Okay, girl. Okay. But also, you can find all that information on pubmed.gov. But just, yeah, basically, it's just like, I kind of like made like a little sneak diss at like all the young adults out there because I have a tendency of missing my appointments or like not making appointments. I'm pretty sure the last checkup I got, when was the last checkup I got? Like,
I'm thinking, I don't even want to say it.
Like 2 years ago?
Okay. Me too.
Like 2 years ago. So it is time to, like, you know, go to the Denver Health and stuff like that.
For sure.
Oh gosh, being a young adult, man, it's fun until you have to start doing stuff yourself.
It's a different world.
It's a different world out here. Okay, and especially I feel like with COVID and everything, I feel like that kind of made people a little bit more scared to go to the doctor's offices because everybody who was sick was going to the doctor, so they were like overstaffed and appointments were, you know, getting rescheduled or like were booked till May, you know, some crazy stuff like that. And it's just like, it doesn't matter. Take the time out of your day. If you have time out of your day, schedule that appointment that works with your schedule so you're not scrambling.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. And now that we're done with the 3 questions of the day, we're going to take a pause and we're going to take a break so we can get ready for the Kahoot game. Peace. Hey y'all, we're back and we're ready to play the Kahoot game. Don't forget to answer in the comment section below. You guys can also play. I will be naming out the questions and also the answers to see if you get them right. So Nyasha, are you ready?
I am.
All right, the code is 344 8787.
Okay. Oh, I have to make a name.
Okie dokie. She is in. Let's start. And it'll be 10 questions. Do you know your body? She's like, I don't know. Question 1. How many neurons can connect / communicate with each other? 1,000,000, 100,000, 800,000, or 150,000? A little background noise. The answer is 100,000.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow, that is.
Basically what neurons are is they're the cute little sparks in your brain that tell you to do what I'm doing right now. That keep everything moving and motivated and blood rushing, you know what I mean, to the heart, all that stuff. They communicate with each other. But 100,000 each. Isn't that crazy?
That is. That's insane.
Number 2, true or false, skin protects the body from infection and injury. Okay, no, it's true. Because if we were walking around just muscles and bones, then we would be
catching a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we would just basically be a very susceptible species. We wouldn't survive a day. Because the world is full of bacteria and stuff that's nasty. Good bacteria and bad bacteria. If you took science, you would know about good bacteria and bad bacteria, but there's a lot more bad than good bacteria out there. Question 3. What is the smallest unit of life? Electrons, cells, a mosquito, or neurons? And the answer is cells. Yes, of course Nyasha knows because we all went to the same school, THGA. Shout them out, Tubman Hilliard Global Academy. Everybody who went there knows that we were taught math, science, and African American history. I miss that school so much.
Yeah.
Definitely was an era of our lives.
Definitely.
A good one, too. They raised a whole bunch of educated Black people. Okay, we have one person who graduated from FAMU, and we have another person who graduated from Morehouse. Right? Crazy. Jabari and Amonra, okay? Shout out to them. Black excellence at its finest.
That's for real.
Okay, and then, did Ty graduate from FAMU? Or is she still going to college?
I'm not sure.
I feel like she's trying to get, like, her, like, bachelor's or something.
Wow.
Yeah. Or I feel, Amonra got her bachelor's, I feel like. And then Jabari graduated valedictorian from Morehouse.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Okay.
Going places,
okay? They was raising us to be some excellent, beautiful Black people out here. And we're doing great things. All right, now, question 4. Red blood cells are responsible for blood getting to your heart, carrying oxygen, detoxing the body, fighting infection and disease. And the answer is carrying oxygen. White blood cells fight infection and disease. Red blood cells help carry oxygen throughout your body.
Mm-hmm.
Nyasha is on a 3-row answer streak, okay? Ooh, she got 3 in a right? Okay?
I'm so competitive.
It's okay. It's the Aries in us. True or false? Skin doesn't help regulate body temperature. The answer is false. It does, because all that stuff, all our movements and, our heart and our blood rushing and stuff, we got somebody who we have to regulate that some way, okay? It's a lot going on in there to keep us, going. Question 6. How many times do you blink a minute? 35, 15, 20, or 10? The answer is 20 times. You blink 20 times a minute. That's because, honestly, blinking helps you from bacteria getting in your eyes. That's what blinking does. It basically helps you get from... Because if you just keep your eyes open, your eyes will get infected from something in the air. But yeah, basically, flies away all the bacteria.
Right.
Isn't that gross? The body's weird. Okay, 7. How many centimeters are you in the morning? 1 centimeter, 5 centimeters, 7 centimeters, or 3 centimeters? I'm going to tell you an interesting fact after this.
Oh, man.
The answer is 1 centimeter. So basically, you grow 1 centimeter in the morning, or when you go to sleep, and then when you wake up in the morning, you're 1 centimeter taller than you were the day after. But then when you go around doing stuff, walking around, doing stuff throughout the day for 24 hours, then it squishes you. Because gravity.
I did not know that.
Isn't that weird? Yeah, we grow 1 inch. So that's when you boys have growth spurts and stuff. They're basically just growing a whole bunch of centimeters overnight.
That's crazy.
And then eventually it gets squished out through the day. Because gravity and science and humans and all that stuff doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense. Number 8. Earwax is a type of sweat. True or false?
Wow.
The answer is true. And honestly, I was really grossed out when I found this out.
Yeah.
But it kind of makes sense though. But it's a different kind of sweat. Because sweat is a liquid form and earwax is a wax form. But isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It's a type of
sweat. So does it
dry
up to be
earwax really doesn't dry. It's still kind of moist. I feel like it kind of dries depending on the climate that you're in. It's probably why we're dry here, But other than that, it's wax, so it's gonna be but it's sweat. But it's wax. No, it was literally like my brain couldn't process what was happening. I was like, what? Like literally, like that one fuzzy screen when your TV goes out. Number 9, every minute you shed how many dead skin cells? 55,000, 30,000, 100,000, or 70,000. Okay. You shed 30,000 skin cells every minute.
That's wild.
I know, right? But you know what's crazy? What's even crazier? People who have allergies to dust, they're basically just allergic to dead skin cells.
That's me.
You're allergic to dead skin.
Wow.
Isn't that nasty?
I mean, it makes sense.
I don't see how, but like, isn't that like, but like, it's just like, it's so weird. It's like, how can you be allergic to yourself?
Yeah.
But like dead cells of yourself.
Yeah.
Essentially. Just irritating your nose and stuff. It's just weird. And last question. Men have 50% more muscle mass than women. True or false? And the answer is true. And that's why they basically say that, you know, men are physically stronger than women because they have 50% more muscle mass. Isn't that interesting? It's like, but then at the same time, it's like, it's like, who cares? So let's see how Nyasha did. Obviously, we don't have any other players, so it's just going to be her and the people in the comment section. So let's see how you guys did. So she got 6 out of 10. She got 5,030 points. 50-30. It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's okay.
You actually do better than most. You actually do better than most people. Yeah. Okay. You got 60% correct. Yeah, you and Honey today. We're doing a pre-recorded video. This is gonna be shot next week, so you're gonna see me next week at Tuesday at 4. But yeah, basically, Honey, she got 66, and you got 60%.
Cool.
Usually, people get 40 to 30.
Oh.
I know that's what I'm saying, you guys. Pretty good today. Okay.
Oh man.
Okie dokie, guys. So that is all today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit us up, okay? And don't forget, I mean, if you want to stay triggered, credentials if you want to. Your Instagram and stuff. Get some more followers.
My Instagram is just Nyasha, Nyasha, 4 A's at the end, _.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And guys, don't forget to get your mind right. Peace out.